Imagine looking into a mirror and seeing not just your reflection, but the person you aspire to become. This is not a fantasy, but a reality unlocked by the power of the mirror principle. The mirror principle, in essence, is a profound psychological tool that enables us to reflect upon ourselves and our actions as if we were looking into a mirror. It's about seeing our true selves, our ambitions, our fears, and our potential. This principle serves as a reminder that our outer world is often a reflection of our inner world. If we wish to change our circumstances, we must first change the person we see in the mirror. To better grasp this concept, let's heed the words of a legendary martial artist and philosopher, Bruce Lee. He once said, "As you think, so shall you become." It's a simple yet potent statement. It emphasizes that our thoughts, our self-perceptions, are not isolated entities. They shape our actions, our habits, and ultimately, our destiny. Consider a chess player. In their mind, they don't merely see the board as it is, but envision multiple future scenarios. They reflect on their actions and the potential reactions of their opponent. This mental mirror enables them to strategize and adapt, turning possibilities into victories. Or take an artist. When they look at a blank canvas, they don't just see emptiness, they see a masterpiece waiting to be brought to life. Their reflection in this metaphorical mirror is a conduit for their creativity, transforming thoughts into tangible art. In a similar vein, the mirror principle empowers us to view ourselves not just as we are, but as we could be. It encourages introspection, self-awareness, and purposeful action. And it's not limited to chess players or artists. It's a universal principle, applicable to anyone aspiring to grow, to improve, to become better. So as we delve deeper into the mirror principle, remember this. The reflection you see today can be the reality of tomorrow. It's all about how you perceive yourself, how you think, and ultimately how you act. Stay tuned to discover how the mirror principle can help you become the best version of yourself. The mirror principle is not as complex as it sounds. It's all about reflection and projection. Now let's break this down a bit further. The mirror principle is essentially divided into two parts: reflection and projection. Each part plays a unique role, and they often work in tandem to form a complete image of personal growth and transformation. First, let's talk about reflection. This isn't about standing in front of a mirror and checking out your physical appearance. No, it's much deeper than that. Reflection in the mirror principle refers to self-assessment. It's about looking inward, examining your thoughts, behaviors, and attitudes. It's about acknowledging your strengths and weaknesses, your passions and fears, your successes and failures. In essence, reflection is about understanding your true self, warts and all. It's about confronting the reality of who you are at this very moment, without any pretense or denial. It's about accepting your past and present, and understanding that they have shaped you into who you are today. Now onto the second part of the mirror principle, projection. This is where the magic really happens. Projection is about visualizing and acting on your ideal self. It's about creating a mental image of who you want to become, and then projecting this image onto your daily life. Imagine that you're an artist, and your life is a blank canvas. Projection is about painting a vivid, detailed picture of your future self on this canvas. It's about taking the brush of your imagination and bringing your dreams to life, stroke by stroke. But here's the kicker. Projection isn't just about dreaming, it's also about acting. It's about taking concrete steps to bring your ideal self into reality. It's about setting goals and making plans. It's about learning new skills, forming new habits, and breaking old ones. It's about taking risks and stepping out of your comfort zone. In a nutshell, projection is about becoming the architect of your own destiny. It's about turning your life into a masterpiece of your own making. So, what happens when reflection and projection come together? Well, that's where the mirror principle shines. When you reflect on who you are and project who you want to become, you create a powerful dynamic of self-improvement. You create a cycle of growth that propels you forward, pushing you closer and closer to your ideal self. And remember, this isn't a one-time process. The mirror principle is a continuous journey of self-discovery and self-transformation. It's a lifelong commitment to personal growth and self-improvement. So the mirror principle is simple. Reflect on who you are, project who you want to be, and act accordingly. The first step in the mirror principle is reflection, which is all about understanding your current self. Reflection is akin to standing in front of a mirror, taking a good, hard look at ourselves. It's about seeing and acknowledging our strengths, the qualities that make us unique and valuable. It's also about recognizing our weaknesses, the areas where we need to improve. This is not about self-criticism or self-judgment, but rather self-awareness. It's about understanding ourselves better, so we can strive to become the best versions of ourselves. For instance, let's consider the art of journaling. This age-old practice offers a powerful means of self-reflection. As we put pen to paper, we give voice to our thoughts, feelings, and experiences. We can record our successes and celebrate them, but also jot down our failures and learn from them. Journaling is like having a conversation with ourselves, a dialogue that helps us understand who we are and where we stand. Similarly, meditation can also be a potent tool for self-assessment. As we quiet our minds, we create space for introspection. We can observe our thoughts and emotions without judgment, gaining insights into our patterns and behaviors. Meditation allows us to connect with our inner selves, helping us to understand our motivations, desires, and fears. Yet, reflection goes beyond just self-assessment. It's also about understanding our place in the world, our relationships with others, and our impact on our surroundings. It's about gaining a sense of perspective, seeing the bigger picture of our lives. This perspective can be a powerful catalyst for change, guiding our actions and decisions as we strive to become the person we want to be. Remember the wise words of the famous philosopher Socrates, "An unexamined life is not worth living." This quote encapsulates the essence of reflection. It's about living consciously, deliberately, and purposefully. It's about making choices that align with our values, goals, and aspirations. Reflection is the foundation of the mirror principle. It helps you understand where you are now and where you need to go. With a clear understanding of your present self, you can now project your future self. Picture yourself 5, 10, or even 20 years from now. What does your ideal self look like? This is not just about physical appearance, but also about who you are as a person, your achievements, the relationships you've built, and the difference you've made in the world. This is the art of visualizing your future. Visualizing your future involves 2 key steps: setting goals and creating a vision board. Let's delve a little deeper into each. Setting goals is an essential part of your journey to becoming your ideal self. Goals give you a sense of direction, a roadmap to your desired destination. They are like the lighthouse guiding a ship amidst a stormy sea, providing a beacon of hope and direction. When setting your goals, it's crucial to ensure they are smart, specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. This is not just about setting lofty dreams, but carving out practical steps towards achieving them. Creating a vision board, on the other hand, is like painting a vivid picture of your future. It's a collage of images, words, and phrases that represent your dreams and aspirations. It's a physical manifestation of your mental image of the future. A vision board serves as a daily reminder of where you're heading, keeping your dreams alive and your motivation burning. But remember, visualizing your future is not merely about dreaming big and creating beautiful pictures. It's about aligning your actions with your vision. As the famous actor Will Smith once said, "You don't set out to build a wall. You don't say, 'I'm going to build the biggest, baddest, greatest wall that's ever been built.' You say, 'I'm going to lay this brick as perfectly as a brick can be laid.' You do that every single day, and soon you have a wall." In the same way, becoming your ideal self is not about accomplishing great feats overnight. It's about laying one brick at a time, taking one step at a time, aligning every action with your vision. It's about making small, consistent changes in your daily habits and routines that lead to significant results over time. For instance, if your ideal self is a successful entrepreneur, you don't just dream about it, you take steps towards it. You read books on entrepreneurship, attend seminars, network with successful entrepreneurs, start small projects, learn from failures, and keep improving. The mirror principle teaches us that our outer world is a reflection of our inner world. By visualizing our future self, we're essentially changing our inner world. And as our inner world changes, so does our outer world. By projecting and acting on your ideal self, you are taking control of your future. The future is not something that just happens to us. It's something we create. So take charge, create your vision, set your goals, align your actions, and watch as you transform into your ideal self, one day at a time. The mirror principle is not just a theory, it's a practical tool for self-improvement. Now let's delve into the fascinating world of real-life success stories, where individuals have harnessed the power of the mirror principle to kickstart their transformations. One such story is that of Amelia, a dedicated professional who was struggling to climb the corporate ladder. She was competent, hardworking, yet promotions seemed elusive. Amelia decided to apply the mirror principle. She began by mirroring the qualities she admired in her successful colleagues. She started to project confidence, sought out constructive feedback, and began to take on more leadership roles. Over time, she became the leader she had always envisioned herself to be. Today, Amelia is a top executive in her company, a testament to the transformative power of the mirror principle. Then, there's the inspiring tale of Jake, a talented musician who couldn't overcome his stage fright. Jake admired musicians who could perform effortlessly in front of huge crowds, so he turned to the mirror principle. He began to visualize himself performing flawlessly on stage, mirroring the confidence and charisma of his idols. He practiced not just his tunes, but also his stage presence in front of the mirror every day. Jake's stage fright gradually diminished, and he began to perform in front of larger audiences, mesmerizing them with his skill and charisma. Today, Jake is a renowned musician, all thanks to the mirror principle. So, how can you incorporate the mirror principle into your daily routine? It's simpler than you might think. Start by identifying the qualities or skills you'd like to develop. Then, find someone who embodies these qualities or skills. This person could be a colleague, a celebrity, or even a character from a book. Observe them closely. How do they talk? How do they carry themselves? How do they handle difficult situations? Now start mirroring these behaviors. Remember, the goal isn't to become a copy of this person. Instead, it's about incorporating their positive attributes into your personality. And remember, it's not about instant change. It's a gradual process. You're not going to wake up one morning completely transformed. The mirror principle involves consistent effort, patience, and most importantly, belief in oneself. To make the mirror principle a part of your daily life, you could start by spending a few minutes each day visualizing yourself as the person you want to be. Practice standing, talking, and acting like them. Each day, try to incorporate one of their positive traits into your behavior. The mirror principle is a powerful tool for personal growth. Use it wisely, and you'll be amazed at the transformation. Remember, the change begins with you. As you mirror the qualities you admire, you'll start to see them reflected in your own behavior, creating a ripple effect that will transform not just you, but also the world around you. So that's the mirror principle in a nutshell. But remember, knowledge is only powerful when applied. We've journeyed together, exploring the depths and heights of this profound concept, the mirror principle. We began by unveiling the power of reflection, the cornerstone of this principle. We learnt that our lives are but a reflection of our internal state, echoing the thoughts, beliefs, and attitudes we hold within. We then unpacked the mirror principle, diving into its intricacies. We discovered that this principle is not just about observing our current state, but about creating our future. It's about understanding that the world around us mirrors our inner landscape, and to change that world, we must first change within. We assessed our present, taking stock of our current reality, understanding that it is a reflection of our past thoughts and actions. This understanding empowers us to take responsibility for our lives, to shift from being mere spectators to active participants in our own stories. We then moved on to visualizing the future, casting our gaze forward, projecting our desired state onto the mirror of our minds. We learned that by changing our internal narratives, we can change our external realities. We saw the mirror principle in action, illustrating the power of this principle with real-life examples. We saw how individuals, by changing their inner worlds, have been able to transform their outer worlds, achieving heights they once believed were out of reach. Now, as we wrap up, it's time for you to take the reins. It's time to start implementing the mirror principle in your life. Reflect on your present, project your desired future, and then act to bring that future into reality. The mirror principle is not a magic wand, but a powerful tool that requires effort, commitment, and consistency. Remember, the mirror principle is not about achieving perfection, but about pursuing progress, about becoming a better version of yourself each day. It's about realizing that you hold the power to create your reality. The mirror principle holds a mirror to your potential. Reflect, project, and act to become the person you want to be.